What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a new video. TechLift here. Today I'm going to be going over the reasons why I personally wouldn't recommend the Xbox Series S in 2026. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. All right, guys, it's 2026 and the Xbox Series S has been out for quite some time now. I believe it came out in 2020 or 2021. And when it first came out, the thing was undeniably the best console on the market for the price point, for the power, next gen graphics, you name it. The Xbox Series S was the go-to console for casual gamers as well as hardcore gamers. And that's why I've been pushing it and recommending it so much. But in 2026, things have changed for the worst. And these are kind of the reasons why I personally wouldn't recommend buying one. So reason number one, wasn't such a big deal, but in 2026, it kind of is, considering other factors, which I'm gonna talk about. And right off the bat, that is storage. Now, back when the Xbox Series S released, this thing was a bargain. And even though storage is only 512 gigabytes, it wasn't a big deal for the price you were paying for it to jump into a next gen console, especially if you were kind of a casual gamer and you really wanted to experience Game Pass, or a hardcore gamer using Game Pass to jump from game to game. Now with Xbox Series S only having 512 gigabytes available, not to mention whatever the system takes up, you're only gonna get about 3 games, considering games take up 100 plus gigabytes nowadays. So if you download Call of Duty, Battlefield 6, and maybe Arc Raiders, that's all you're gonna get. And I highly doubt that you could even do that. You could probably do Arc Raiders, Battlefield, and like Forza, because that's currently what I have, and that fills up my entire game. You could probably squeeze in a AAA title, maybe an older gen game that doesn't really take up a bunch of space. But other than that, you're gonna have to be moving and transferring games over. And that in 2026 is just a hassle and a bummer. And it's got me thinking and looking at other options. Now, again, like I said, if it wasn't 2026, it wouldn't be such a big deal. And that's why it hadn't been a big deal for me. And that brings me to the next point, price. Price in 2026 is absolutely insane. You're pretty much paying for the higher end consoles, the PS5s, the Xbox Series X, a budget PC build for the price that they're asking for nowadays. Now, take into consideration the heightened price point and not getting that much storage and having to deal with the transferring back and forth of the games, in my opinion, that just pretty much threw this console out the window, out the door, and pretty much why I don't recommend it. The price point for the specs just doesn't make sense and just isn't worth it in 2026. Now, that's not to say that you can't get it on sale, good deal, closeout sale, Facebook Marketplace, used, you name it. If you can, definitely pick it up. It's a steal. My last video talks about why I absolutely love the thing, but for the two main reasons, the price point and storage, definitely a non-cop for 2026. Now moving on to another con, and it's not necessarily an Xbox Series S con, just more of a Microsoft and Xbox con in general, and that is Game Pass. Game Pass has also gotten hit with price increases, and sadly to say, I don't really recommend it anymore, considering it's gone from $7.99 to $10.99, and then I think it used to be like $10.99 all the way up to $14.99, and then Ultimate, which used to be $19.99, has gone all the way up to $29.99, and that to me just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It does if there's a game on there that you don't want to play full price for until you try it out. Definitely do it for a month, maybe get a trial, try out the game, and then buy the game. But for that $29.99 price point, I don't really see it benefiting anybody. When you factor in the competitors such as PS5, it just doesn't really make sense in 2026, and that's probably going to deter a lot of people from buying the console. The fact that Game Pass is expensive now, the Xbox Series S is expensive now, it's going to drive people over to the PS5 ecosystem, to the Xbox Series X ecosystem, and I really don't blame them. The economy is rough, groceries are expensive, and it's kind of hard to justify those costs in today's market when you can get a better bang for your buck going elsewhere, or just saving a little bit more money for the higher end things such as the X, or completely switching over and going PS5. Now let's talk about another con, and this con doesn't really pertain to me, but I know it might pertain to you, and that is frame rates and quality. This thing can't give you a full 4K experience, but it can give you 1080p, 1440p, as well as some good frame rates. But again, unless you've played the PS5 or the Series X, you're not gonna notice it. If you're coming in fresh to this console, you're gonna be good. If you don't have a TV that can do the 4K or the crazy frame rates, then you're also gonna be good. Again, it's if you've been kind of spoiled and have already played a PS5, have a really good monitor with crazy high refresh rates, or have been on the Series X. I really don't see you guys being able able to tell a difference, and that's why I've kept it for so long. This is a 4K TV. I've played on a 1440p monitor, and honestly, it looks good on the 1440p monitor. It looks good on this TV, even though it can't do the full HD. I really have no complaints, and I don't really think you guys are gonna see a difference unless you have an eye for that sort of thing or you've been gaming on a crazy monitor. But still a con that I should make you guys aware of, considering the price point, considering the storage. Yeah. So with all that being said, if you're a casual gamer looking to get into something, you want to check out Game Pass and you kind of just want to dabble, this is still a good option. Again, I'd recommend finding a deal. But again, for the price point, which is right around that $400 to almost $500 price point, I'd recommend just saving up a little bit or just going straight to the PS5 or the Series X, considering you're going to get more storage, you're going to get the top quality 4K capabilities, and on top of that, you're going to just be at the top of the line system. What used to set this thing apart isn't quite what's going on anymore, and for that reason, I can't really recommend it in 2026. The power, speed, the next gen graphics, the price point of Game Pass, it just all doesn't really make sense. And I feel like unless you already have one, you're still enjoying it and you're loving it. But at the new price point, it's just not the move. Definitely recommend going up to the X or PS5. If you're on a super tight budget, totally understand. Definitely look at it used then and save some money. Upgrade the storage, which is like $100 to $150 depending on, you know, where you find it, but just kind of work around your budget, your lifestyle, etc. I personally will be making an upgrade here pretty soon, which you guys will see on the channel. But if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments or message me on Instagram, and that's gonna go ahead and do it for this week's video, guys. TechLift out.